Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we're here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today, we're going to be talking about this ongoing severe weather outbreak that's bringing damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes to a certain portion of the United States. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, where we have an enhanced risk of severe weather for portions of the Mississippi, Tennessee, and Ohio River Valleys. Tornado threat for today. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 10% chance to see a strong damaging tornado of your town from EF2 to EF5, so look out for that. Damaging wind threat for today. If you're in that red area, you have a 30% chance to see damaging winds of 60 miles per hour or higher. And if you're in that black circle, that's at least a 10% chance to see wind gusts of 75 miles per hour or higher, which are hurricane force winds, so make sure to look out for that. Hail threat for today. If you're in that red area, you have a 30% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger, and at least a 10% chance to see hail of 2 inches or larger. So moving on to tomorrow, we have a slight risk of severe weather for portions of the East Coast here. Tornado threat for tomorrow. If you're in that brown area, you have a 5% chance to see a tornado in your town, so look out for that. Damaging wind threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town, so look out for that. Large hail threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger tomorrow, so look out for that. Now, moving on to Tuesday, we have two marginal risks of severe weather, one of them being centered across parts of Texas and New Mexico, and the other being across parts of the Northwest. Okay, so moving on to what the models are showing here for the next several days, we see that right now we've got quite a bit of convection out there across parts of the Ohio Valley, and going later into this evening, we're going to see another band of storms form here across portions of southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, and southwestern Indiana around 4 p.m. These could be some damaging wind and large hail makers here for sure. By 6 p.m., the damaging wind threat really increases as the system becomes very linear there with a 996 millibar low. That continues to move off to the southeast. By 8 p.m., that is just screaming across parts of southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, southwestern Indiana, western Kentucky, northeastern Arkansas, northwestern Tennessee. By 9 p.m., more of the same. 10 p.m., kind of starts to broaden out a little bit, kind of gets weaker, but also gets a little bit longer there. Again, going all the way from Arkansas back into Ohio at this point. And then around midnight tonight, we are still actually dealing with that, and maybe even a couple of supercells down here across parts of Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana that could have an increased tornado threat if they become discrete enough. Okay, so by tomorrow morning, that line kind of dies out, but then we can kind of start to see tomorrow's severe weather event form. By about 2 p.m. tomorrow, we see that we've got a band of strong showers and thunderstorms up here across parts of New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. That kind of heads off to the northeast. It's not really going to bring too much of a severe threat, but some gusty winds and small hail may occur. By about 5 p.m. tomorrow, we see some severe weather potentially starting to set up here across parts of Alabama and Georgia, and maybe a little bit of severe weather potential up here in Iowa. And then going into tomorrow evening around 7 to 8 p.m., we can see that kind of continue and remain the same, all right? Maybe a little bit of an increased tornado threat on some of these cells in the southeast. Again, if any of them are able to become discrete, that could be a big-time threat. Again, the ones in the Midwest are mainly going to be isolated down to gusty winds and maybe some isolated large hail, okay? So about 9 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night, we do get a little band here of storms across parts of Georgia and South Carolina, which could increase the damaging wind threat. So as that leaves the coast, we'll need to watch that. And then going into Tuesday here, we can kind of see some of our severe weather set up across parts of Texas and New Mexico, right? We're not expecting anything crazy, but a few strong to severe storms may occur. Same thing with up in the Northwest once again, okay? So finally, watches, warnings, and advisories. Yellow boxes, those are your tornado watches. Red boxes, those are your severe thunderstorm watches. Orange boxes, those are your severe thunderstorm warnings. Dark green boxes, those are your flash flood watches, or sorry, your regular flood watches. And the red boxes are your flash flood warnings, okay? So a lot to go over here. Again, right now we do have a pretty strong line of storms across parts of Kentucky and Ohio. After this video gets posted, I will be going live covering that. We got some excessive heat warnings down here across parts of Texas in the pink shade, and some heat advisories all across the deep south now. All right, parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi are included in that in those orange shaded boxes there, so make sure to look out for that. But other than that, pretty calm right now. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.